take a big step, I would do Valium. That's the strongest of all the benzos.
They don't allow that on a plane.
I'm sure everyone on the plane has Valium.
So, a bipartisan thing,
Get over this. Your father calling you.
to be very succinct, a bipartisan problem in America is the men who are in prison are constantly violent and doing violent shit. So there have been very serious proposals to put lithium in the water that prisoners drink, and I think most scientists agree that would reduce the violence and rapes done by prisoners by 50%.
How'd they get to the 50% number?
I'll have to send you the studies and you could read it, but the effect of lithium on violent, out of control men is very powerful.
It's a mood stabilizer, that's why.
It's a mood stabilizer, that's why.
I mean, Roger, all men have a recessive gene for explosive violence. And so you have to expect a certain percentage of men to just be born with enough DNA causing them to be violent that it kind of doesn't matter what conditions they're brought up under, their DNA will make them violent. It's called the warrior gene, if you want to.
You are so far off code right now.
You know, I'm going to allow it. It's an interesting thing to think about as I think about sitting next to a stranger for 2 hours. I want to see how awkward of a conversation I can get going. I fully intend on having Clubhouse open with these headphones on and having a conversation. I'll maybe even ask the person sitting next to me if they want to listen in. That would be fun. I'm gonna get them to download it. I really think if I could get all of the section of the plane that I'm sitting in to get on Clubhouse and jump in a room, that would be fun.
You should call it raw dogging with Roger.
Wow.
I think there are a couple of European airlines that had a texting system where single people who were flying had the ability to text the single people in other aisles, and the whole point was they would all the singles would spend the flight texting each other and chatting, and then get together after the plane.
Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like Grindr on an airplane.
Yeah, and if you think about it, it's kind of, you're locked in a space. They get to see what you look like. They get to see the way you move. They get to see your personality. In a way, being trapped on a plane together is a great way to see who you want to date, because it starts with a very stressful, uncomfortable situation, which you want to know how people react in those.
Yeah. No, this will definitely be revealing about my personality for sure.
Roger, I saw something you'd appreciate. There's a cruise company advertising to Democrats who are so afraid of the Trump administration. It's a 4-year cruise. You get on the cruise ship before his inauguration, and you get off 4 years later, so you spend the entire Trump administration at 6.
You know what the funny thing about that? That just screams elitism. I don't know how much people know about cruises, but just to take a cruise for a portion of the year can cost up to $100,000. So the fact that people are even considering that just shows you the level of elitism that exists on that.
You know what, though? I know people that have, instead of going into assisted living, they've decided to live their twilight years at sea. So they spend the majority of their time on cruise ships because assisted living is so expensive. So there's that.
Yeah, that works until you need dialysis.
Yeah, what if your legs are not what if you're not steady, and need an assist?
My friends that have spent time on long cruises have a totally separate problem, which is they just get fat as hell. They just can't control themselves with the unlimited food.
One of the things that I was disappointed about when I went on a cruise was everyone was saying, oh yeah, there's good poker. And well, there is a poker game, and there's terrible people playing it. The rake that they have, the table rake, they take so much money out of every hand. Like I've never seen anything like it in any game anywhere. And so again, while there's terrible players, it's just not worth it. What you want to do is find the people that like to play poker, and then not go into the casino and just get a little home game aboard the ship. But yeah, that poker on a cruise ship was highly overrated.
Roger, I was going to suggest that you consider the following. Consider inviting some of the more articulate and intelligent leftists on Clubhouse to a polite debate with no interruptions. And I would just ask you to consider.
Yeah, the problem is finding them. They seem to be in hiding since the election. So if you could put an APB out, then we can maybe invite them. And then also like articulate leftists. Look, being able to pronounce words and string together sentences, and also being able to be logical are two different things. So I don't know, man. If you could point me in the right direction of a good faith leftist that wants to have a conversation, I'm up for it.
I'll work on it. Thank you.
Actually, I know a group, the VO. I have a red bar. The VO, meaning voiceover owls. I was in their room a couple times, like last week, and for the election, and they did not like Trump, and they were like making fun of him left and right. So, and they have to speak extremely clearly, and you know.
Could you imagine if they had like a Clubhouse cruise?
There'd be a lot of venereal diseases spread, and then there'd be a lot of people not getting laid, because that's what most of Clubhouse is.
I mean, that too, and all the people missing it.
Who would be, if you were to have a Clubhouse like meetup, right? And you had, I don't know, if you had 4 invitations that you could give to the Clubhouse meetup, who are the 4 that you would, give your invites to?
Wait, say that again?
If we had a Clubhouse meetup and you were granted 4 invites to Clubhouse users to come to this invite, which 4 people would you give your invites?
Mine would be Gerard, Patricia, KK, and then for the 4th one, I don't know.
Brent?
No, fuck no. Unless they were definitely going on Spirit Airlines over the Himalayas. No, it would be, maybe you, Kelly, Ed Adams. It would be open to whoever wanted to come.
Yeah, this is a question that changes like pretty rapidly. Like in season 1 of Clubhouse, it would have been like Kaylin, my friend that started Healthy Debates, and Evan Keegan would be a part of that. And I don't know if you guys remember Naomi. There's a whole crew of people in Healthy Debates that would have got the invite. And then over time, like things just kind of changed. Interestingly enough, I would one of my invites would be to a lefty. One of my best friends that I've met from the app is Royfield, and I would invite Royfield. There's your good faith lefty. I don't.
Mine would be too, because of where they live.
I mean, I was gonna say the same thing. My meetup picks would be Goat, Aram, who else? Let's see, Aaron Berger, and me.
Wow, that'd be a hell of a crew. What would you guys do? You have to eat vegan, right? Meetup. up at a climate change convention. Eat vegan.
Mine would have changed season to season as well, very much so. Except I would probably still pick Hillary, Merrick, and then, Dr. Stephen, not Steve, why do I call him? Dr. Raymond Youngblood, and maybe you, Roger.
Aww.
And it's such a toss-up
what about-
in my.
What about Dr. Jordan? Would you invite Dr. Jordan?
He thinks everyone's a narcissist, and he thinks Trump. He said Trump is a narcissist in every comment. So I don't know. That fourth one's a toughie because there's so many I'd like to invite, but in my crew of improv people, but and I don't know. Well, one of them just died. So if anyone wants to talk about the shot, my friend just died in California. She's a stand-up comic, Teresa Westbrook. If anybody knows her, she was on here before me. She was healthy as a horse, and she died last week. So probably would have been her, but Kat Carpentino, she's been on since the beginning. She's a voiceover actress and does comedy on the side. She's older. I'm sure some of you know her. No, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a toss-up because everyone's like the same now. Like everyone's like hurt everyone in some kind of way. And like the people I've spent the most time with. And, or just got weird and showed some kind of weirdness that I don't really care for. Where's his friend?
Sean On says, Roger, I have ideas to solve Middle East problems. I got a suggestion too. Stop hating Jews and you guys will get along a little better. Let's see. Bring it up now. What's your idea? Go ahead.
Okay, we unify all the area and make it a kingdom, and the king is Jewish. Do you agree?
The king is Jewish.
Yeah.
What do we do with all the terrorists?
Well, then we'll be one country. They don't need to be terrorists, right? They'll be all, like from the Euphrates River to the Nile River, all one area. Okay? All one area. You can travel wherever you want. And the king is Jewish. If you want to be the king, we can make you the king too.
I wouldn't qualify as the king. I'm not Jewish.
Well, you can adopt, you can convert. But
It's a lengthy process. I've looked into it. I prefer to keep the laws of Noah, which makes me the righteous Gentile. So that's enough. I think that's as far as I'm going to go.
Okay, but what do you think of the idea to unify all the area from the Euphrates River to the Nile River, just as the Bible said, and make it a Jewish kingdom, and the king is Jewish.
I don't know, man. What would the Amish say? I mean, maybe the Amish should run things. They get along pretty well.
The Amish is not in the area. We don't worry about them. They are in the
But neither would the Palestinians, and here we are fighting.
No, the Palestinians, I guarantee to you they're gonna agree, okay? And I guarantee to you a Jewish king, okay? Would you stop bombing the Palestinians and the Lebanese and the Syrians if we do that? Of course you would, because you're your country.
When the last terrorist is dead, the bombings will stop.
No.
You're welcome.
No. You don't need to bomb anything because it's your country, right? You
Sean,
don't bomb your own
Sean,
country.
can I ask you a question?
Okay.
What's your pager number?
567-2438.
All right. It's good to have your pager number. You never know when that having someone's pager number can come in handy.
You don't need the pager number once it is Jewish kingdom, right?
So
You don't need to blow me up, right? You don't need to blow me up.
Well, hold on. Walk me through how you think this is going to work, because the problem here is that the folks that you align with don't want Jewish people to have a state at all. So now you're saying you want them to have a bigger state. Make it make.
It will be one country. There will be no more refugees because it will be like one Jewish kingdom, right? You don't need to bomb me. You don't need to blow me up. You don't need to have like all those security gates and all this apartheid system. Nothing. You can just go and.
Look.
Why don't they keep using that word? Like, do they understand how deeply offensive that is to Africans for them to continue to use the word apartheid? Like, it honestly doesn't describe the circumstances that the Palestinians are in by any stretch of the imagination. Apartheid is a specific term to describe a specific set of circumstances that happen in South Africa. I don't know why people keep bastardizing that term and applying it, just to anything that looks like apartheid. Like, it's ridiculous.
I am officially popping Xanax #1.
There you go.
There's no turning back now. I got the drugs in my system. Let's go. I almost feel bolder just knowing I took that. Like, it was like, psychologically, it was an instant boost.
You feel like a rebel?
Yeah. How long is this shit gonna stay in my system though? Like, am I gonna land and like not want to do things?
It depends on how your body reacts to it.
Thank you for allowing me to speak. I'm giving you what the Bible, your Torah, promised you. All the land. Why you refuse? Tell me, why you refuse?
Okay, so no alcohol with this thing, huh?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Yeah, I don't drink anyways, but I'm just wondering, like, what if, like, it makes me feel so relaxed that somebody offers me a drink and I say, sure, why not?
then you order a tonic and lime. I mean, if you would like an earpiece in your ear and I can talk to your conversation for you, would you like?
Will you guys tell me if I start saying weird shit too? I mean weirder shit, I suppose.
Could you entertain us and go ask somebody for a drink, or ask them if they want a drink, and then you have a tonic and lime?
I'm not on the plane yet.
Make sure you keep your hands to yourself, Roger.
Especially before a drink.
All right. What questions should I ask the person that ends up sitting next to me? I want to be able to assess if they are a typical Seattle progressive, but I want to be able to ask it in polite ways. So what questions could I ask?
Ask them if they know what raw dogging is.
Tell them if they know what that means, they'll get a piece of.
Okay, so here's my plan. I took this pill just a few minutes ago. I'm gonna take a second one in an hour and a half. Whether I need it or not, I'm just gonna take another one just to see what happens. So. How long does it take for this stuff to kick in, typically?
20 minutes.
But what's gonna kick in? Like, am I gonna, like, miss my flight? What's gonna happen?
You're going to lose control of your.
I gotta go. So have a good flight, Roger.
Yeah.
And I'll look out to see if you can get on here. And I'll say a prayer for you that you don't crash or have a panic attack or hyperventilate.
Yeah, I'd stopped thinking about all those possibilities about 3 minutes ago, but thanks for bringing it back
I'm sorry.
up.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I'm an asshole. But no, seriously, I'll pray for you. And
You're a nice.
did you get on? Are you sitting? Because my mom, she's a nurse too, and I told her, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you better not take it when he's not on the plane yet." And I was like, "That's what we're trying to tell him. He's not gonna get on." Yeah, see, Chloe's saying it is the weakest of them. So that's why I take one. But yeah, all right, I go. Bye.
See you later. Thanks for the prayers.
She's very sweet. I don't know if you can handle this. I think you need to talk to a flight officer and hold their hand and have them guide you to.
People are really nice when you tell them it's been a long time since you've flown. It's so funny. They're really rude to everybody else, though.
Can you sweat on command? Because that's kind of really high drama.
Say this again?
Can you sweat on command? That would be good high drama.
Sweat on demand? Not really. I'm like a pig. I don't really sweat much. It's weird.
Can you cry?
Can I cry? Yeah. Last time I cried is when my cat died.
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to have the drama, then squeeze out a few tears. Sorry, your cat.
They are really angry with the driver of a green Toyota Camry. That person better move their car. It's going to get towed.
What's up, Roger? How you been?
A nervous wreck, but I think everything's going to be fine.
That's good. I really love the direction all the election postmortems are going. I thought there might actually be a chance for a rebound in 28, but that's seeming like it's fading away by the day. Or by the Blue Sky post.
You know, I have a Blue Sky account, but I've never really done anything with it. And now you've got all these people that are going over there to, I don't know, have a group hug. I'll just never understand, like, you know, I don't like it here, I'm leaving. It's just weird.
They told us specifically, they said this over and over and over again, if you don't like it, then buy the social media company or create your own. We did both of those things, and they fucking can't stand it.
Well, you know what it is that they want the echo chamber. And, like, the exodus to Blue Sky really is just evidence that they want to control the narrative. What they hated was that they could post something on Twitter and, you know, you'd get, 5 people to agree with them, and then you'd get 100 people to say, you're fucking crazy. And so what they want is they want an environment where everybody agrees with them, which is just bizarre and boring.
But I want them to have an echo chamber, because what they want to do in the echo chamber is cast somebody out. They've got to shun people. It's like a fucking Puritan Thanksgiving, right? It's not a Puritan Thanksgiving unless somebody is banned from ever attending in the future.
Right. So the beautiful thing about them all going to Blue Sky is eventually, when they don't have people like me to argue with and people like you to argue with, they'll just argue with themselves, and it's just they're just going to destroy themselves, which is going to be glorious to watch.
Right, it'll be day by day, post on Twitter, well, my Blue Sky's deactivated because I disagreed with this pity party.
Hold on, heading mileage, 5, 2, 3, 7.
Is there no more room for me on the left? A queer bi white woman that doesn't want to leave her door unlocked at night?
Look, I'm the first one in line. It's amazing.
No. Tell me more about how picking up trash on the side of the road is racist.
But it's perfectly okay to tell people that they are garbage. That's very bizarre. Very bizarre, people.
I'm just ready to get some popcorn and listen to Roger sound like an 18-year-old kid smoking pot for the first time.
Well, I'm gonna wait another hour and 20 and pop this other one. So far so good.
Are you on the plane already, Roger?
No, but I'm first in line. Looking eager as shit. Like it's like everyone's like, why is he so fucking excited? Am I allowed to take this water bottle on? Or are they gonna make me dump it?
Manville, shouldn't you be arresting somebody right now? What's going on?
Apparently, somebody is sleeping on private property. That's. Wait, I gotta check. Did the Democrats win locally? Because that's not a crime in Democrat County.
Well, I mean, you got a gorilla. What is it? Gorilla Grip Pussy Pal. Prosecuting your cases out there. So, I mean, a lot of things aren't crime.
Yep.
Can I just say that somebody just cut in line? Somebody just cut in line. I'm not uncomfortable with this. She's in a wheelchair, but she did cut in line. I'll let it go.
Oh, Roger.
Roger.
Well, don't worry. She's going to place her bag in a location with the help of the attendant. That if an incident happens on the plane, will smash her in the face and snap her neck. So,
Roger, don't let that shit slide. Do not let that.
She'll really win. She's the priority. The rest of us are just standing in line hearing the announcements, and this little privileged woman is rolling down the thing.
She's in a wheelchair, bro.
Tell him,
it's customary
Roger,
for people. Hold on. It's customary for people.
Roger, tell him you'll have a gun. They'll put you down the ramp fast as shit.
Roger, they let people who are disabled onto the plane first.
It's good to know. I'm going to bring some crutches next time.
It's only because they have to store their medical equipment in the cargo hold and pull it off before they open up the ramp. So they walk it down the stairs and put it in the plane.
Now there's like a whole group of line cutters. I don't know what's going on.
But yeah, every time I have declared a firearm in my checked baggage, I skip the whole line. I just go right to special service with all the cripples.
I like it.
I think there's going to be a Supreme Court case going. Why can't we carry guns on planes? What exactly makes it safe for the air marshal and not us to do so?
I just wanted to make a jelly donut joke so badly.
I prefer Boston cream.
Oh, there's like a whole special group of people. It's interesting.
Oh shit! Roger's down a little loop.
So, is Roger drunk from already flying and consuming alcohol, or Oh shit. Roger, do you have flight anxiety?
Massive. Yes.
How many fingers am I holding?
Leave me alone.
What do you think is the source of the flight anxiety?
A previous panic attack.
So are you more worried about having a panic attack in public or like the safety of flying?
Leave him alone, Melvin. It's not therapy.
I'm going down the tunnel. This is cool.
There you go.
So here it is. No, I had a panic attack, and so I just don't like panic attacks. So I've just avoided flying. This will be the first flight in 22 years. So amazing.
Yo, I didn't know it's been that long. That's crazy.
Do you know what kind of plane you're flying on?
It's an Airbus.
Those are good planes. A320s.
You'll be all right, Roger. Airbus hasn't had any problems with DEI. You'll be all right.
Yeah, it's funny. Like
They are French snobs.
I thought by the time I'd be getting on here, like I'd be freaking out, but I'm pretty good right now.
Hey, I'm checking in on you. I'm at the airport too.
Abby, where are you going?
Drugged? I'm gonna.
Oh,
Are you
nice.
drugged? Yeah.
Yes, Roger has been drugged.
How much did you end up taking, Roger?
So far, one.
Okay, that's it.
Don't take any more.
No more. I told you.
Roger, are you gonna go?
Keep one in your pocket, and you always can just bite off a little piece of one to take off an edge if you have an edge. But you already took a whole one.
Yeah, but it's only 0.25 milligrams.
Don't take more within 4 hours.
No, my plan is to take one around 10:30. About mid-flight.
All right, well, Roger, have a safe flight. Back at work now.
All right, Jelly Donut.
Thanks, sir.
Roger, be careful of the homeless people in San Fran.
They better be careful with me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna beat them to the punch. Before they can ask me for money, I'm gonna ask them for money.
There's a really fun fortune cookie factory if you have free time and you're in Chinatown. We get bags of fortune cookies.
The only thing I've ever done in Chinatown before was I bought a gong and I bought fireworks. There's a no smoking sign. Like, people really need to be reminded of this. That's interesting. Okay, the window shade. Open or close? What do you guys think?
Absolutely open.
If she says open, then that means you're going to get laid, Roger. Join the Mile High Club, buddy. Join the Mile.
But if you take more, you won't remember it.
That might be a good thing.
If you look straight into the horizon when you're flying, you won't get sick or anything. It helps.
I'm not too far from that, from the pilots. I'm in the second row right behind the pilots. guess I need to go on the app right now though and figure out this Wi-Fi thing.
You're gonna buy it for the flight.
How do I do that?
You go on, you can either go in your settings and it'll pop up as a network, and then you can click on it, or you go on the United app, which you probably don't have.
I have it. I downloaded it.
Okay, on the United app. Here, I'll do it with you, because we're both flying United. So
There's a section where it says amenities, and then it says Wi-Fi in-flight entertainment, but it doesn't. It's not clickable. It's not clickable.
Happy, are they going to allow him to do that when the plane's still on the ground? Because they don't typically.
some airlines you have to wait till you take off. American, you do it on the ground. Let me see if I can do it on mine.
Do you know how to purchase the Wi-Fi on here?
Oh, do I know how to?
Yeah, I have the app, but
You know, so usually it doesn't start until we're in the air.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got
and
it.
then yeah, like, I don't know, like 10 minutes after takeoff, sometimes it comes on.
Okay.
Often it's, so it doesn't always
Okay.
come on. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.